Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a great day, and if you're not, I hope you all have a better tomorrow. So, I wanted us to talk about aura today and how it's important, what its abilities are, what it does, and how it's very different for you know uh, each character in the RWBY series. So, I want us to have this little discussion because Volume 5 has really been touching more upon, aura and its importance. And of course, we knew before this it was very important, but I just want to talk about this. And you know, I hope you all enjoy this. And so sit back, relax, and get ready because we're gonna have ourselves a doozy of a little discussion here that I think might be very interesting. So get ready for this, and let's go ahead and get ready to jump into aura. So let's talk about it. So, as we all know, aura is the manifestation of one soul in the RWBY universe. So this can be used for various ranges of abilities, and basically these specific abilities they are very different. They differ from each person, each individual, and are dependent upon a number of factors, such as experience, such as training, and innate skill. So as we know, every living creature actually has the capability of using aura. They have aura and they have the abilities to use this. And aura is a very interesting thing. So aura is an ability that all those with a soul can use. So at least with enough practice, because they have to learn it, obviously. And a person with strong enough aura can radiate bright colors when using it. So each individual character has their own, radiance of color with their aura. Now, as we know, humans, they are able to use aura because they are beings with the soul. Any being with a soul can use aura. But humans are not the only ones. Also, Faunus can obviously use aura. And it's very interesting because humans and Faunus are not the only ones, as well as synthetic beings. So Penny, being a cyborg, or well, sorry, not cyborg, sorry, android, being an android herself, was able to use it. Now, the creatures that we know of that cannot actually use this are, well, the Grimm, because they are soulless creatures. Anything without a soul is unable to actually use it. Now, aura. Basically, skilled users of aura can create their own barriers. So, a barrier can actually be used, and it can even increase their own abilities as well. So aura has very different abilities, and but for example, the barriers, what they do is they protect an individual from harm. So what they do is it's like a shield basically for anyone who takes damage. So if an individual is like if they're in battle and they're getting attacked, it's like a wearing shield. It's at peak condition when you have no damage on you, when you haven't fought yet. But as time goes on, the aura starts to actually weaken to the point where once it breaks, you can take severe damage or possibly even die depending upon the situation that you are in, for example. So as we've seen, there have been characters that have had their aura broken, and at that point, they were at their most vital to having terrible things happen. So the opportunity to take one down or even kill them would be to go, hey, look, let's go stabby stab since their aura's down. They can actually kill the individual or seriously, injure this individual. Now, aura has other abilities as well, and as we know, what aura can also do is aura can also be very defensive. Now, what it can do within these defensive sides, we have seen, the first time we saw a demonstration was by Lyren, and it was in the Emerald Forest. Now, aura is mainly used for defensive purposes, and when Lyren fought the King Taijitu, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, sorry if I butchered that, but when he was in a fight with that, he used his aura to protect himself. When clearly its fang should have, just shanked right through him or killed him even. Literally, it actually was protected. He was protected by his own aura. And of course, aura has his own offensive benefits, which yet again demonstrated by Lyren. In the forest, he sends a shock wave of a force propelling a fang through the snake's head, which killed it, obviously. And that shows its offensive and defensive traits and what it can do. Also, aura has the ability to unlock others' aura. As we know, Pierre herself unlocked Jean's aura with her own. And when it takes a toll upon the user who unlocks the individual's aura at that time. So they are within a weaker state at the time that they were to unlock someone's aura. Now, if you think about it, the interesting thing that was recently brought up was healing and how people can have healing factors through their aura. So apparently healing, gradually, Volume 5, stated with Lyren stated that healing can gradually happen through aura. Aura can gradually heal an individual, which is actually it's actually very interesting. And so semblances are another thing that actually aura can do as well. Now, interesting fact to this is each character has their own semblance. It's individual, it's different. Their aura, is like Ren also stated. Each individual's semblance can be, well, not always, but it can be triggered upon their own personality. So the personality can actually do it, like Weiss and her glyphs, or Pyrrha and her polarity, and Nora and her basically using the lightning as a battery. You know, each of these characters have their own semblances, and as well as that, aura can also radiate interesting colors. Like for example, each character has their own radiation of color with aura, and like Jean, for example, his glows white. We saw Pyrrha with red. So we've seen different colors. Now, of course, Atlas themselves have been doing research upon it, and interesting thing is with the scientific research they have been doing, and they have been checking this out. Which the thing we saw within Volume 3 was they tried to have a transfer system so they could transfer aura from one individual to another. So if you think about that, it's very interesting how far they've actually come with looking up into aura, which means that they have been obviously studying this for a long period of time. Now, if you recall in Volume 3, when Amber was dying and she was actually the Fall Maiden, they wanted to transfer her remaining powers after the assault by Cinder into a candidate that was, the most likely to inherit it, that was somebody that would be able to protect themselves as well as the people, and obviously Pyrrha being that one. And they did try to actually transfer this aura into, Pyrrha, but obviously failed. So we didn't get to see the full effects of what would have happened if this had happened, and if it had even been successful, which it looked like it was. But it's a very interesting thing. Aura is a very interesting thing, and the more the series goes on, the more we will actually see about aura. And I'll tell you, I think it's actually a very fascinating thing and a very fascinating subject. But hopefully you all enjoyed. The next video I'll be doing on will actually be about a theory of Raven Bronwyn. So stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed, subscribe for more videos like this. If you liked it, hit the like button. And thank you for taking your time out of the day to listen to this video. I very well appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful day today. And if you aren't, then hopefully you'll have a better tomorrow. You all take care and have a great one, everybody.